Hello, sixth grade. Here is this week's story. We're going a little bit out of order, but this story, which will use all of your vocabularies from the week, is about Ireland's Great Potato Famine. It is titled Ireland's Great Famine. High in the Andes Mountains of Peru, in a climate too cold for corn, the Inca people grew the first potatoes. The Spanish who arrived in Peru in 1532 were interested in gold and silver, not potatoes. Nevertheless, when they descended the Andes and left Peru, they carried some of the strange new vegetables with them and later brought them back to Spain. From there, the potatoes spread to other parts of Europe. Many people who grew and ate potatoes enjoyed the new food, but some doctors and scientists had serious doubts. They condemned potatoes, claiming they caused disease. In France, some even tried to abolish the planting of the new crop, claiming it ruined the soil. Despite these extreme reactions, however, most Europeans eventually realized that potatoes were a good source of nutrition. Nowhere were potatoes grown more widely than in Ireland. In the 1600s, Ireland was a very poor country, controlled by an English parliament that acted like a dictator. Most Irish farmers could only afford to rent small plots of land. Raising enough food for a family was a constant challenge. The thrifty Irish farmers saw that they could grow more potatoes on their land than they could wheat, oats, or barley. Also, potato fields did not need to be plowed. As a result, a farmer did not need a horse and a plow, only a shovel, to plant potatoes. For these reasons, potatoes became Ireland's main source of food. For over a century, the new crop helped feed a growing population. Then, in 1845, disaster struck. A fungus, which is a type of plant growth, attacked the crop. On a visual level, its effects were horrifying. It could turn a healthy green potato field into a dark, wilted mess. On a practical level, the harm it could cause soon became clear as well. The fungus destroyed half of Ireland's potato crop that year. Although this occurrence caused widespread hunger, most people survived and looked forward to the next harvest. In fact, many farmers expanded their fields, hoping to grow more potatoes in the following year to make up for their losses. Sadly, the farmers' hopes were in vain. In the summer of 1846, the fungus reappeared. This time, Ireland's entire potato crop was lost. The nation's food supply chain, already fragile and brittle, snapped. Food prices shot up, and a serious famine gripped the land. To survive, people appealed to friends and relatives for help. They sold whatever portable possessions they had on hand in order to buy food. Eventually, they had nothing left that could be carried away. Even worse, after a time, there was no food left to buy. The potato fungus was like a predator, and the Irish people were its prey. Weak from hunger, many were unable to fight off disease. To make matters worse, the normally mild Irish winter turned bitterly cold in the winter of 1846-1847. By 1848, about 1 million people had died of hunger or disease. Another million had left Ireland to start new lives in North America. In the years that followed, good potato harvests returned, but for the estimated 1/4 of the population that had died or emigrated, it was too late. Thanks for listening to this not-so-sunshiny tale about the Great Potato Famine of Ireland.